Hello everyone, my name is Joseph. Welcome back to the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. Please remember to click the like button if you like this video, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Turn the bell on and be sure to share this content. In today's video, I just wanted to go over the new amazing rares that will be coming in the new Vivid Voltage set due November 13. And we're going to rate them in order of terms of usability and just an overall analysis on how good they are. These are my opinion, and this could definitely change once we can actually start experimenting with these cards. So let's just lay out the 6 amazing rares in the order of their appearance. First we have Celebi, next is Raikou, Zation, Zamasunta, Jirachi, and Raikou. These are really good cards that are really powerful and will give up only one prize card. The only challenge is getting the different types of energies on them so that we can actually use their attacks. And I believe you can play more than one of these in a deck. It's not like a Prism Star Pokemon where you're only allowed one per deck. And I think the whole purpose of these cards really is to encourage a wider range of creativity when it comes to deck building, because nowadays everybody just throws in a bunch of V or VMAX to overpower their opponent so they can win. And a lot of the single prize card Pokemon get left behind. And I really like that, and maybe we'll see more variety of decks being built, and this way we'll be battling with different types of decks when we play cards even on the PTCG online, rather than the same meta deck that we play with over and over again. But anyways, let's get right to it. I would have to say Celebi will have to take 6th place. It is a grass type and it has 60 HP, and it has 2 attacks. The first one for 1 grass energy press. This attack does 30 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active. This could be a really good way to do a big amount of damage to Pokemon that likes stacking energies like Centiskorch VMAX, and you will be giving up only 1 prize card, so it could be good, especially you're only paying 1 grass energy for the attack. Now for its second attack, Amazing Bloom, it requires 1 lightning and 1 psychic energy. For each of your bench Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. This is really good, especially if you're playing a deck that revolves around a lot of evolution Pokemon. And even on your first turn going second, you can use Amazing Bloom just by energizing Celebi. You can evolve your basic Pokemon, and then on your next turn you can use Pokemon Breeder's Nurturing to fully evolve them to stage 2. So you're looking at being able to use stage 2 Pokemon on your second turn. So this could be a good alternative to using rare candies. But because this attack only revolves around decks that center on evolution, I would say that this one rightfully takes its place at number 6. But this could be really awesome, because if you have 5 Pokemon that needs to evolve, you can evolve all 5 of them in one turn. So this is an amazing attack, Amazing Bloom. In at 5th place, I would say Raikou. It has 120 HP. It is a colorless type Pokemon, and its attack Amazing Burst, which requires 1 grass, 1 lightning, and 1 fighting energy. You discard all basic energy from this Pokemon, and this attack does 80 damage for each type of basic energy you discarded in this way. So if we do pay off all 3 energies, 1 grass, 1 lightning, and 1 fighting, you are already doing 240 damage for this attack. But with all of the special energies coming out, we can actually fulfill this attack cost with special energy, and then maybe just figure out how to get the extra energy onto Raikou and do tons of damage without having to discard the base energy cost for the attack. But if I understand it correctly, the damage is based on how many different types of energy you discard. There are 8 different types of basic energy on standard format and 9 on expanded, including the fairy energy. So on paper, you can do 640 damage with 8 different energies, or 720 damage for 9 different energies discarded. This is of course unrealistic, but then again, with 3 different types, we're looking at 240 damage, or 320 damage for 4 different types. So we're looking at knocking out a VMAX just by attaching 4 different types of energy on Raikou. And I was thinking, if we use the special energies to energize Raikou for its base attack cost, maybe we can even use Colossal to energize it continuously with 1 fire and 1 fighting energy, and you can continually hit for 180 damage each turn, or even more when you attach 1 energy from your hand to Raikou. So if you have 3 different types of energies, you can do 240 damage almost every turn with this Pokemon. So there is a big potential for this card, but I think it is a little inconsistent especially most decks follow a certain specific typing for each build. So we're looking at only 1 or 2 different types of energies being used per deck. So it could be difficult to give it different energies to give it more attack power. But given that Rayquaza is a colorless, maybe putting this on a colorless deck with lots of Pokemon who are not picky about what type of energy you attach to them, this card would really shine, especially if you're running a deck that consists only of Pokemon that give up only 1 price card. Rayquaza could be the card you'd want in your deck to take care of the VMAXs, but just the cost of the attack I think makes it a bit harder to place, so for the meantime I put this on 5th place. In 4th place, I think this will have to go to Raikou. It has 110 HP, it is a lightning type Pokemon, and it only has 1 attack, which requires 1 grass, 1 lightning, and 1 metal energy. Amazing shot, does 120 base damage, and this attack also does 120 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. But for how much it costs, I think it is a little low in terms of damage in my opinion, and many decks have a way of preventing bench damage, such as having Mew with the bench barrier ability on their deck. But this is really good if you're able to do that extra 120 damage on your opponent's bench. This would really be an explosive addition to your deck, and with the new tool card Telescopic Sight, which can add an extra 30 damage for a total of 150 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which is a lot of damage. And then maybe combo this with Leon, which adds 30 damage to your attack on the active, so you're really looking at a total of 300 damage to your opponent. I gotta say Rayquaza and Raikou were really close for 4th place, but because Raikou's setup requires less energy, it's a lot easier to set up, and with tool cards that can easily be attached to increase damage is a plus. I think just going with how much easier it is to set up Raikou, I would put this one on 4th place. In a 3rd place, we have Zation. Zation is a psychic type Pokemon with 110 HP. It has 2 attacks. The first one is Metal Arm for 1 colorless energy. You'll do 30 base damage, and you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. The fact that for 1 colorless, this Pokemon is self-energizing is a huge plus, given that you do have the energy already in the discard pile, of course. But it does make it a lot easier to use its second attack, Amazing Sword, which does 150 base damage, and it requires 1 grass, 1 psychic, and 1 metal energy. And if your opponent has any Pokemon VMAX in play, this attack does 150 more damage. So we're looking at 300 total damage if your opponent has a VMAX. So again, it requires that your opponent have a VMAX in play to do that 300 damage. I would say that this would be a good backup to have just in case your opponent has any VMAX. You'd really be doing tons of damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So really, I did put this ahead of the other amazing rares because it is self-energizing, but it is still in 3rd place. In at 2nd place though, I would have to say Zamasunta. Zamasunta is a fighting type Pokemon with 110 HP. It has 2 attacks. The first one is Metal Armament. For 1 colorless energy, it will do 30 base damage, and you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Again, just like Zation, this Pokemon can be self-energizing, and that makes it easier to use its second attack, Amazing Shield, which will do 180 base damage for 1 lightning, 1 fighting, and 1 metal energy. And during your opponent's next turn, you prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon VMAX. Again, just like Zation, Zamasunta's effect only applies immunity to VMAX Pokemon. But because it does a lot more damage than Zation, Zamasunta ranks higher in this tier list. But also because of support. Vivid Voltage do come with the new trainer card Bea, where you discard the top 5 cards of your deck, and you can attach any energy cards you discarded in this way to your benched fighting Pokemon in any way you like. And because Zamasunta is a fighting, there is potential to be able to fully energize Zamasunta in your first few turns using Bea, and that puts Zamasunta way ahead of Zation because of that. But moving in at 1st place, it's none other than Jirachi. Not only will this Pokemon see a lot of play because of its Dreamy Revelation ability, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand, put the other on the top of your deck. It is sort of similar to Pidgeotto, but not really. It is a great ability nonetheless. But also its attack Amazing Star allows you to search your deck for up to 7 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. It requires 1 Psychic, 1 Fighting, and 1 Metal Energy. And the effect of this attack is absolutely crazy because 7 energy is a lot of energy. And if we're using the other amazing rares in your deck, you can easily energize those Pokemon. Maybe you just want to power up your Centiskorch VMAX with 7 energies or something, I don't know. But because of its awesome supportive role with its great ability and the power to energize, is absolutely crazy. And you can possibly play this in any deck. That's why I put this in at number 1. And there are so many ways to really energize these amazing rares, especially with the new Vivid Voltage set. For example, we have Trumbeak with a Charging Trumpet ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and you can attach any basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. And you can combo this with a Scoop Up Net, and the possibilities are endless. But these are just to name a few. Can you imagine playing all 6 amazing rares in one deck with all different energies in your build? Is it doable? I don't know, we'll have to find out. And there you have it, Vivid Voltage Amazing Rares. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button if you did. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take care and have a great day.